Hey, this is vegan. You make this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just this is regular gumbo. It's
Not
really
big,
good.
good. Oh, all right then.
You did great.
Hey lifestylers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make one of my fall favorites, vegan Cajun gumbo. The full detailed recipe will be on my blog and I'll make sure to link it below. Now, my family is originally from Louisiana, and one of my all-time favorite meals as a kid that my mom used to cook was seafood gumbo. She would put chicken and sausages in it, crab legs and shrimp, and it was just so good. I am glad I can still enjoy gumbo and create new memories at our family gatherings with this plant-based vegan recipe. Okay, this recipe calls for some spicy Italian vegan sausage, oyster mushrooms, and jackfruit. These are 3 tasty, meaty alternatives. I wanted to add some vegan shrimp, but unfortunately, I have not been able to find any at my local grocery store. But honestly, you don't even need it. First, we're going to chop up all of our veggies, as you can see here, plus our fresh herbs and spices to add to our roux. I am also going to be adding some okra a little later. Aside from our holy trinity of bell pepper, onion, and celery and the rest of the gumbo ingredients, I am also adding some chopped sweet peppers and green onions to balance out the savoriness. For my roux, I am using almond flour and some grapeseed oil. You are going to want to keep whisking this until it turns a nice chocolate brown color. For me, it took about 7 or 8 minutes, but you will have to babysit the pot because it can easily scorch, and let's be honest, that scorched taste will ruin a good meal. Next, you're going to want to add your holy trinity of onion, celery, and bell pepper. I've also added in my sweet pepper medley and the rest of my herbs and spices. Cook all of that down until the onions are somewhat translucent. That's my cue, at least, to add the other ingredients. As you can see, I am now adding the other ingredients, including some minced garlic, fresh parsley, stewed or diced tomatoes, tomato paste, Cajun spice, a couple of bay leaves, smoked paprika, hot sauce or cayenne pepper, or both.
Chef, please, I have one minor request of the magic that's being made in here, samples. Don't want to order any food out, but I would love just samples here and there until it's leading up to our departure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Those mushrooms look phenomenal.
And I'm actually using monk fruit sweetener. If you don't know what that is, it is a small round fruit native of southern China, and it's a really great no-calorie sugar alternative. Going to be adding some vegan Worcestershire sauce, vinegar, and fresh thyme. And then to top it off, we're going to add about 4 to 5 cartons of vegetable broth, some pink salt, gumbo filet, and then our okra. Okay, for our proteins, we are going to be chopping up 1 package of sausages as our beef link alternative, and then we're going to slice up about 3 to 4 bundles of oyster mushrooms. This will replace our chicken. To that, I'm going to add some onion powder, some garlic powder, smoked paprika, and some Worcestershire sauce. Then combine all of these in an air fryer on 370 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. Also worth mentioning my recommendations for mini appliances that I'm using for this particular recipe. I like to cook my proteins separate in an air fryer and then add them later, except of course for the jackfruit, because I want that to cook a little longer and kind of blend in with the stew. But I find that cooking them separately and then adding them at the end retains the texture and the chew. When it's cooked in, especially like soups and stews, it tends to lose its bite. I drained 1 can of jackfruit and patted it dry with some paper towels. I then added a little squeeze of lemon and a Cajun spice blend that I made, but you can simply use Cajun spice or Old Bay seasoning. It all works the same. I let it marinate in the fridge for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then I added it to the gumbo to cook for the rest of the time. One thing my dad used to tell me as a kid when I first started learning how to cook was clean as you go. That way you have less to do when the food is ready to eat. Now it's like second nature to me. Unless I'm just so tired, I don't even care. Luckily, my husband doesn't mind stepping in sometimes to help me clean up afterwards. If you are looking for a good air fryer, I would recommend the Power Air Fryer XL Max. One of the main reasons is it's so easy to clean and it cooks so evenly every single time. Okay, lifestylers, this is it. This is oyster chicken like mushrooms. So good. So good. Okay, so now we're going to add the rest of our proteins to our gumbo and simmer on low for another 10 to 15 minutes or so, just so the flavors can do their thing. Total cook time was probably a little bit over an hour, so you're going to have to set aside some TLC time and taste every so often to see how the flavors are marrying. Okay, lifestylers, our gumbo is ready to serve. I made some jasmine rice in my favorite pressure cooker by Denki, linked on t2thelifestyle.com, along with the detailed printable recipe and step-by-step instructions so you can watch and follow along. Until next time, peace and happy holidays.